Okay. We need to talk about gold real quick.
Yes, gold is reversing. This is the 1 hour time frame, right? So y'all might be asking, Autumn, why didn't you trail up here? Why didn't you trail your stop on the 1 hour time frame, right? At least you would have secured all this profit.
Yes, usually I do trail my stop on the 1 hour time frame. But this time I was trying to trail it on the 4 hour. Let me explain why.
So on the 4 hour, that is initially where I got my signal to go bullish, right? I saw the break of structure on the 4 hour, the retest on the 4 hour. We went into profit, right? Came back, made a new low on the 4 hour, and I moved my stop loss and profit, right? This is my adjusted stop loss. And I was going to keep trailing on the 4 hour because I thought the 4 hour was the most respected. Well, it looks like we are very close to getting stopped out on the 4 hour. We were up at one point $200. At this point we were up $200.
I could drop a screenshot right here. We were up $200 in profit. I was very excited. I did expect a pullback from this area. So
right here, I knew there were sellers waiting to take it back down, right? I knew we had 4 hour resistance. The question was, I wasn't sure how strong the sellers were, right? So sellers, we were here, they pushed us down.
And now I'm kind of just waiting to see if buyers are strong enough to hold that 4 hour support level. If not, then we are gonna become bearish from the 4 hour again, and that will result in a deeper pullback. Currently, like I said, we were in profit $200. Currently, we are only in profit $59. So overnight, we went from up 200 to being only up 59. And if we hit our stop, we're gonna be down even more. So I'm not closing the trade early. I'm just gonna let it break structure. That's what I do. Like if price breaks 4 hour structure, then to me, okay, the 4 hour trend is over, right? Am I mad about this? Not really. And here's why.
I kind of suspected that this might have happened. The reason I say this is because when we had that news about the Venezuela, right? Gold jumped up. We left a lot of gaps in the market. If you know gold loves to like fill up like missing gaps. Gold loves to grab as much liquidity as possible before going back up. We left a bunch of gaps. So I kind of suspected that price may have came down, may have came and might try to come and fill these gaps that it left in the market. So I am not surprised that this is happening. In fact, I'm actually kind of welcoming it in a sense because why? Because I told you that I want to position hold gold, right? And I'm going to be honest, the entry I got to position hold gold was not a very good entry, right? You kind of want something more closer to these daily lows, if anything, right? These daily support areas where price is like highly respected and pushing up. If gold was to pull back deeper, that would just put me in a better position to hold gold long term. Because again, if you look on the weekly, so on the weekly, we don't get too many weekly pullbacks, right, in gold. This is consolidation, but the weeklies usually are pretty small, minuscule pullbacks, right? This was our deepest pullback in a while, and we pushed up, and now we're getting another one. In fact, it looks like price is just retesting this weekly structure level before heading back up. So if I was actually to mark that up, there is a weekly level right here that price is probably just retesting, right? So there's a lot of support down here. So if price was to dip back down and fill these gaps, so if price was to come down, fill these gaps, and then shift back up, not only did we just fill the gaps, right, but we also just tap back into our very, very strong weekly area of interest where we're going to have a lot of support that should push us back up in the up direction and continue. So if I was to catch a position down here, that would put me in a better position to hold long term. Does that make sense to y'all? Like if I was able to catch it here, we'll put in a better position to hold it long term. And that's really what I want. So I'm just looking to see if price is going to respect this 4-hour low. I knew that the 1 hour was not going to be respected if I kept trailing it the way I was, but I know that the 4-hour is very respected. So that is why I chose to trail the 4-hour low. When you choose to trail higher time frames like this, you're going to see bigger pullbacks, very uncomfortable pullbacks like this. So I was actually expecting this, and I'm not really too worried about it, honestly. So like, either way, it's a win-win scenario. Like, we're not losing money, right? So if we respect the 4-hour and we continue up, cool. We keep going up and we break this high. If we break this high, we're amazing. If we break this high, we're not coming back down here. We're gonna go up, right? So we're in a great spot if we break the high. If we don't, and we take me out and we come back into this area that I marked up, there's weekly support down here. We're gonna push up, right? And we're gonna be in an even better holding position. It's a win for me, like on the weekly. So if it takes me out right here, I don't really care that much because I'm not losing money, and it's just gonna put me in a better position to hold long term. So that is my mindset on gold right now. It is currently 5:56 in the morning, so basically almost 6 in the morning. So we got time to see what it does. For something like gold and something like an indice like SPX, the deeper the pullback, the better, because y'all, we know, like, long term, I'm gonna show y'all again, like long term, I'll keep showing y'all, but look, long term, gold only goes up, y'all. Like, come on. The SPX, long term, it really just goes up. Like, I'm gonna update y'all in the morning. I'll let you know if we get into, I'll let y'all know if I get stopped out, and then I'll let y'all know if we get into SPX. And yeah, that is where we're at right now, so stay tuned. Rise and shine. It is 3 minutes before opening bell. Right, I've been up since about 7. Today might be a no trading day. I'm gonna explain why. But right now, we're making tea, right? We're talking about tea. Gotta start the morning off right, you know? I might actually get some different tea with some caffeine because I am tired. Like, I might go in with the chai today. I'm feeling a little spicy, you feel me? Okay, I look like I just woke up because I did. Making the tea, right? We're still not brewing. Making the tea right now. It is 8:30. The market just opened. Well, 8:30 my time. I'm in Central Time. It's 9:30 Eastern. Like I said, today might be a non-trading day. We're gonna see. SPX already kind of made its retest like it's like 4 in the morning, right? And it already kind of pushed up. I'm not looking to trade this at 4 in the morning, right? I'm looking to see what happens after the bell. I usually wait about 15 minutes after the bell to see what price wants to do. And if price is already up here and I already missed the correction, then I'm not really interested in taking this, if I'm being real. Again, this is XPX. Gold, I don't know what gold got going on, I'm not gonna lie. Gold, so it did take me out the trade. As you can see, we wicked all the way down here. But now we're back on this level. And then, I don't really love that. I'm really hoping that gold just continues to sell down so we can catch that position right here. In fact, I even drew like a trend line because you can see where price is like respecting. Like, price is respecting this trend line for months right here. So we did get that initial bounce. I did expect price to come down and maybe fill in the gap like I mentioned earlier. It doesn't have to, but it could. If price does want to stay above this psychological level 450, I need to see the 1 hour get broken. So like, we have all these like 1 hour resistant levels right here. Price sold from this resistant level, price sold from this resistant level. My 4 hour is still right here. So if price does want to continue back up, I don't know, I need to see like these resistance levels get broken. So I would prefer price just to come lower and get it down here, but the market's gonna do what it wants. So I'm kind of just waiting to see what it does. I do want to see price come down a little bit more. I swapped out UJ for GJ temporarily because UJ was just too much consolidation. GJ, I'm kind of looking for this move right here on the 4 hour. So this, if we do take a trade, it'll probably be GJ, I'm not gonna lie. The daily is bullish. Let me hide my drawings for a second. So my daily is technically bullish. So this is my daily support. We held support right here, right? We made a high. We're coming back down to that support level, right? We're making highs on the daily for a while. Same thing on the weekly. Like GJ is actually super bullish. Now I do see that we have been like bullish for a while. So if we do decide to come down, I would not be surprised, because that is a big push. So hey, we're just gonna be careful with GJ. But on the daily, we are technically bullish until we break this support right here. So if I put my drawings back on, there is a daily support level right here. So we're looking to see if price respects that. On the 4 hour, we did have a bullish structure, like a bullish push up. So right here, so price was consolidating between these levels for a while. GJ finally broke out of this level. So we have our breaker structure right here is our correction. We're currently in our correction phase. I'm looking for the correction to end. We already went a little bit past our golden zone, looking to see if we can get back in it. I'm looking on the 1 hour to see if this 1 hour wants to break structure to the upside. Not only that, but come back above this zone, because like I said, anything below this zone had selling pressure. Right here we sold on this zone, we were selling on this zone, right? Like we're selling. When you're above, like you're buying, right? We have prices respecting it, we're pushing up, we're rejecting it, right? We come back below, oh, we're selling, right? So I need price to come back above this zone in order for me to take buys on GJ. Target, of course, we know we target liquidity first, and then the 27, which also is pretty in line with my psychological level. So that's kind of where I'm looking to take GJ if I do take buys on GJ. Just waiting on that. So yeah, I got alert set. I'm really watching for GJ. GJ looked the best out of everything, not gonna lie. SPX is like my second, and then gold. That's how I feel about gold right now. So we gonna see how the market looking. I am going to enjoy my tea, eat some oatmeal, enjoy my morning. Good luck to all y'all trading today. Good luck to y'all still trading UJ. UJ looks crazy right now. Like, don't trade that, y'all. Like, just let UJ do his thing, okay? But all right, I'm gonna catch y'all later. What's good, YouTube? It is the end of the day. I'm not taking any trades because, like I said, it was given no trade day. It was just price action was not good. So let me show y'all. Gold has basically been like consolidating between these zones, right? So I have this 4 hour support. We're currently on the 4 hour time frame, right? Price has refused to break the 4 hour, which is kind of annoying because it wicked me out of my 4 hour low. I did not know that I needed to trail my stop this low away from this 4 hour low. That's actually kind of crazy. Gold is super volatile. So it stopped me out, but whatever. This was the last high. Price is yet to break this high. We're kind of just bouncing between. Yeah, just looking to see if we get this move maybe sometime tomorrow. But yeah, that's what I'm looking like for gold right now. It could also break to the downside too. It could also break, retest, and go to the downside as well. So just some things to look out for. It can go either way. SPX, we were like doing some crazy stuff today with SPX. Like SPX was pretty choppy today. A lot of up and down movement. But we finally broke to the downside, creating bearish structure, right? Making my 4 hour bearish. So even though the daily is bullish, I do sometimes, if my 4 hour switches to bearish, I will trade whatever direction the 4 hour is going. So I rolled up that there was a break of structure right here, right? We broke structure. Price is looking to come back and retest, grab liquidity right before showing that price no longer wants to get higher. Once price shows it no longer wants to go higher, and on the lower time frame, maybe like a 15-minute or a 5-minute, it will start making bearish structure back, breaking the bullish structure. Once I get that shift of structure on the lower time frame, that's basically my entry. When we break below this area again, right? This is where price previously broke structure. I need price to come back below this area, and that is where I'm going to get in for sales if we get the opportunity tomorrow. So that's what I'm looking like for tomorrow. Now I'm not too keen on this setup, even though it's a nice, break and retest, only because I don't like counter trend trading. My daily is bullish, so this 4 hour or 1 hour sell is a common trend trade, I'm not too keen on that. This is probably like a last resort trade for tomorrow if I can't get it, right? I'm actually more interested in one of my yen pairs. I actually swapped out UJ for one of these yen pairs because UJ was consolidating way too much. So kind of what I mentioned last time was that we have been bullish on the daily for GJ, right? We had this daily support that we have not broken yet. If you go to a 4 hour, you can see on the 4 hour, we were under this level, right? Price was stuck on this level. We finally broke above that level, right? We have our broken structure. Here's our correction, right? We're looking for the correction to be over and push back up. I expect this to move during London session. That's like around 2, 3 in the morning, right? So I'm actually gonna stay up to see if I can catch the move to the upside, right? And I like this setup better because we are following the overall trend, which is bullish, right? We're not counter trend trading. So I like this setup better because of that, because I can hold it for longer and we'll have more momentum on the upside. Same thing for EJ. They move about the same, right? It's about the same setup, right? So EJ, again, we've always been super bullish on EJ, right? We have made this pullback. We're currently testing this daily area of interest, basically where we previously broke structure on the daily, right? The 4 hour, I'm just waiting to see if the 4 hour wants to break structure and start becoming bullish. Once my 4 hour becomes bullish, and we come back above this level, that is where I'm looking to basically wow, that's my speaker. That's where I'm looking to basically take it back up to liquidity and even the 27 and possibly higher, because EJ is very bullish, y'all. EJ is known. If you never traded EJ, it just goes up. All EJ does is go up, up, and up, right? It's pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. So anytime UJ not looking good, I'll either trade EJ or I'll trade GJ, because GJ also is pretty bullish, like long term for the most part. So yeah, it's looking like we stand up for London sessions tonight. I'm not, it's okay. I don't really mind it because I didn't really catch anything for New York. And Tuesday, I missed both of my trade opportunities. So I think I like that I'll have a quiet session where I can just focus. Nothing's distracting me, right? Everybody's asleep. And I could just, catch my trade. So I don't mind trading London session. Only issue is that, like, in the morning, I'd be super tired for work, like, super tired. But it comes at a cost, right? So I will be staying up. I'm going to take a little nap. I'm going to take a nap. And then I'm going to wake up for a London session. Oh, I got some kava. This is not sponsored, by the way. But I got some kava. Kava is like, it's like Mediterranean. Or is it Greek? Oh. Y'all don't correct me in the comments. But I basically, like, I got this kava bowl. I get the avocado. I get the harasa avocado. I killed this bowl. This bowl is, like, almost gone. And it comes with, like, these pita chips that are, like, really, really good. So I'm well fed. Like, I'm ready. I'm locked and ready for this session, okay? So, yeah, I'm going to keep y'all updated. I'll let y'all know if I get into an entry tonight. I hope I do, because I really, bro, I don't mind taking SPX, like, but I would rather trade with the overall direction, because I'm looking to catch at least a 1 to 4 this week. I was hoping to get that with gold, but we saw what happened with gold, right? And we saw what happened with UJ, so both of my trades have, like, reversed on me. So I'm just looking to kind of catch, like, a nice 1 to 4 just to meet my goal for the week. That's the plan. We're gonna see what we can do. So yeah, y'all wish me luck. Let's go. All right, what's up, YouTube? I am currently in the middle of making an entry video. I think I said it in my last vlog I was gonna make one. It is 4:26 in the morning. I'm on this YouTube grind for real. I was recording in OBS, right? I was trying to get a particular entry in GJ. You're gonna see this in my video when I post it. But we actually did not get the entry we needed. I was explaining how waiting for a retest is super duper important, right? Right here, I saw, like, on GJ, because like I said, you're gonna see in the video. Overall, on the daily, like, we were on this support level. We were making higher highs, all that, right? And at the time, at one point, I think we were here or something like that. So this is what I saw at the time on the 4 hour, right? On the 4 hour, I saw that price basically. We had this level of resistance. We finally came and we broke above that resistance, making a new high, new breaker structure, and we're coming down for the correction, right? At this point, I was looking for my entry, right? And I went to a 1 hour and I saw on the 1 hour that, hey, like, you know, I like to scale in to see like where is my price looking to, you know, go the other direction. Right here, I saw that, oh, look, we had a low right here, right? So we came down, made a lower high, broke that, and then boom, we came up. I was explaining how it's so important to wait for a retest, right? So right here, I'm just re-explaining everything. You're gonna see it in the video, but why not? Right here, if you see, like, we have a level right here that's super important, right? Super key level. We have a super key level on the 1 hour, right? As you can see, if I extend this out, anything above this level, we were buying. Above this level, right? Below this level, we were selling. I need price to basically come back and retest this level. It can either stop here, you know, and continue to go up, or it can liquidate a little bit. That's fine too. But either way, before I get in for the trade, I need price to come back above that level to show me that the sellers are no longer present and the buyers are taking over because we broke back above that level, right? So I was explaining how it's so important to wait for that retest, because sometimes price can like come and like act like, you know, we're making new highs, and then it can come and just liquidate you, right? It can just come take you out like that. And this is an example of the entry like not going to plan. And because we wait for the retest, we avoided this. So we avoided getting basically stopped out. So right here, price broke above and then again liquidated. So if you would have got in on the break, so a lot of breakout traders like to get in on the breakout. Right here, structure right here, price broke structure. People like to get in on the breakout. That's cool and dandy, but like if you're putting your stop loss like below this low, if you don't wait for the retest, you could just get liquidated, right? And there's an example of that. So we avoided this from happening because we waited for the retest, y'all. Because we waited for the retest. So yeah, that was cool to show in my video of like, okay, wait for the retest. But I still need a trade, y'all. I still need a trade for this week. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't happen because I want to trade. I'm looking between GJ and EJ right now, right? This is EJ. Ignore all this. This is basically just for my video. But yeah, EJ on the daily EJ has always been super bullish, bro. EJ has always been up, always, right? For a long time. Daily, we're bullish. This is the daily breaker structure. We're coming back to retest this daily. No, this is simple. I'm sorry. I'm getting mad because it's so simple. We broke structure on the daily. We're coming back to a retest structure on the daily. That's why I have a daily every interest right here. Price has to be above this daily every interest. That's the first check. We have to be above this daily every interest, right? First step. Boom. We scaling on the 4 hour. Okay. My 4 hour is still bearish. We're making lower lows, lower highs. We're getting lower. We're not getting any higher, right? Like price is just getting lower and lower, and that is not the characteristic of an uptrend, right? Overall, if you look on the weekly and the daily, we're in the uptrend. You're only supposed to make higher highs, lower highs. You're not supposed to make lower lows, lower highs. You see what I'm saying? So my 4 hour is bearish. All we have to do is wait for price on the 4 hour to shift bullish. Right here, we need price to basically come and break above this high, right? That is a 4 hour high. That's why I have this box right here, the second box that is marking my 4 hour high. Right here's my 4 hour area of interest. We need price to break above that high and respect it and make this become support. This needs to become support, right? Oopsie, sorry guys. If price decides to liquidate a little bit, that's fine. But we do not enter the trade until, I say this all the time, until price breaks back above that level. Why? Because buyers are sitting above. We're waiting to take buyers. We're waiting to take trade up. Sellers are sitting below this level, ready to take the trade down. Okay, we want to be on the side of the buyers. We want to be above this level, not below it. Okay, y'all go watch my entry video when I drop it. So I'm waiting for price to basically break structure. I'm waiting for price to come above this 4-hour area interest. Once I do that, it will trigger an alert. It will let me know to look for entries, and I'm going to look for the retest and then continue.
So I'm watching for either one of the M pairs or SPX. Gold is still coming down.
Remember I told you last time that gold might come to fill this gap? There's also a trend line right here. There's a daily trend line that price has been respecting for a while, right? This is my weekly area of interest. If I go on the weekly, right, this is where price broke structure, and we're coming down to retest this area. So this area is very highly reversible, because once we retest this area, we have a lot of weekly buying pressure above this level, right? Weekly buying pressure. That's big. It's gonna be a big move. Okay. When the news happened for Venezuela, we had a bunch of boom, prices just shooting up, right? Prices just shooting up. We have gaps like going all the way down here. There is some gaps in the market that price wants to come and fill.
So the market is not ran by us retail traders. It's ran by like big banks, big hedge funds, big corporations, right? When price shoots up really fast, right? Here's the thing. Banks are putting a lot of money into this market, like a lot of money. I mean, the more volume you put in the market, the higher it's going to push your trade up. But when you put in like smaller orders, right, you're able to actually get into the entries you want. So those really, really big traders, when you have a big push like that, there's missing orders on there. So they're actually the banks are bringing price back down to fill those orders. So right here
from the news, so much pressure from the news, we actually left a actual gap in the market. So price shot up so fast, the banks, they want to come back down and fill the orders. So the banks are actually pushing price down to come fill these orders, right? I believe when price does like get to this point, I think we're gonna respect this level, and I do expect price to start shifting back up at this point, and then you might see eventually a push to the upside. That's kind of what I expect to see. Now, I mean, there's a chance we could break this, right? There's a chance, but just looking like at the overall like weekly and just seeing how bullish we are, if we do come down, I don't think it's gonna be for a long time, right? I think long term on the weekly, we're bullish. Just looking at previous history,
gold is just a waiting game. I'm not really looking against gold at all until we get back into that level, because I'm looking to position hold gold. Like, I don't really want to trade it for real. So we're just waiting to get a really good position on gold. And yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for either one of the M pairs or XPX in the morning. Okay, I was gonna wait to post this vlog tomorrow to see if I can get an entry and actually show me getting to an entry, but I don't want to have the pressure of like, oh, I have to get in a trade tomorrow for the vlog. You see what I'm saying? So I might post this vlog anyways, even though I didn't get into any trades. I think I still made a pretty good analysis on everything of like what I'm looking for. I think I gave some good content, right? So I am going to actually just upload this tomorrow, and I'm going to, if I do get into the entry, it's gonna be in a different video, because I don't want the pressure of the vlog of like, oh, I have to get in, because if price don't give me nothing, I'm not gonna get in. And sometimes when I vlog, I have a pressure of like, oh, I have to get in a trade, I have to show the vlog that I'm in profit, right? It's not the case. So yes, I'm gonna actually cut it here. I'm gonna post this vlog the next day. If I get in, you know, y'all gonna see. If not, hey, it's okay. We're keeping this daily vlogs going. Y'all are seeing like how I'm actively thinking as a trader. Like I told y'all, swing trading, it's a lot of waiting. Like I've been waiting. I've just been waiting. And you know what? It's cool. That's why I set alerts. I go about my day. I live my life. And when something happens, I come back and I let y'all know. I'm just trying to post more. So like I said, y'all about to be waiting with me. That's just part of the swing trading life. We're about to be waiting. So yeah, I'm gonna post this vlog. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the analysis. But yeah, until next time, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Bye.